Okay, so it's October 26, 2017, and I just left my reconstructive surgeon's office, Dr. Jandali in Trumbull, who is awesome, by the way, awesome, this just from beginning to end. And I've graduated. We were looking to see if there was a possible need for an abdominal repair, but we're going to give it more time, and we don't anticipate that there will be any issues down the road. Any kind of swelling should go down in that abdominal region on its own. And I can't believe it's my last visit. And I know this sounds really crazy, but it sort of ends this whole breast cancer blip for me. And I'm happy, but I'm also just sort of not sure what's next. And that doesn't mean it's bad, but you know, when you have your life on the line and you have to entrust it to people you feel really will be taking care of you, and you go from one visit to another, from one blood test to CAT scan to MRI, and you know, they're following up with you, and you're just very well cared for. And it's sort of like when I left the hospital after my surgery, my double mastectomy and reconstructive surgery. I didn't know those nurses well, but I knew they were there to keep me comfortable and take care of me, and it was sort of hard to say goodbye. I was there 5 days, left for a couple days, and was brought back with some pneumonia. Was there another 3 days, and so you have this time in your life where you're kind of snatched away from your everyday, and all of a sudden you just have to trust everyone. And then you do, and I guess I kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe this is how a rehabilitated bird or squirrel feels, like you're endeared towards your caregiver, your caregivers. And so I'm supposed to move on now. And we've talked about how everything just looks really different. Some of it in a really good way, some of it in a really confusing way, but I just realized I might never walk those hallways again and drive this way again. And it's really good, you know, it's really, really good. And I'm so grateful. You know, all of this started for me with a breast cancer diagnosis end of March 2017. Couldn't have the double mastectomy that I decided on soon enough, and that was on May 11th, 2017. We had some pneumonia complications from a cold, an untimely cold that manifested after the surgery. You know, wasn't much of a cold before. And so that brought me back to the hospital. Ended up seeing a pulmonologist. But everything was cleared. It was just my body recovering. And we've been waiting for this abdominal bulge to go away on its own. And it's at a point where it's non-concerning. And there's no medical need. Again, that's it. I've had some other complications. I'll talk about that in another video. I've had 7 cases of, they look like urinary tract infections. They're infections for sure. Could be from the catheter. Could be from my body not being able to fight the bacteria in my bladder as easily as it normally would if it was in top form. I'm seeing a naturopath for that, as well as my oncologist, urologist. But as far as the breast cancer, it started with the diagnosis, the surgeries, and this is the end of that. Thank you, God. So, it's quite moving. And I'm seeing a social worker and a therapist to sort of help me move through on to the next steps. Trying to figure out what's next for me. And happily leaving behind things that weren't good for me. And just taking my time for new things. Okay, Michelle Wennis, loving through the pink. New beginnings. Thanks for watching.